I am super impressed with how well this works on the hardwood. Hello, Drone Racers. I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101, we're going to try a toy quadcopter. Wait, no, it's a toy car. Wait, no, it's a boat. Oh, it's all of them. Look, it's the new Eachine. What is this thing? Oh, it's the E015. The E10 was great. The E10S was amazing. The E11 was good. This is the E15 because it's a quadcopter, a car, and a boat. And thankfully, I got him to send me 2 of them because I have a son that is super eager to try this. Now, it's 34 degrees outside, so the boat's going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But let's go look on the bench and see what we get with these. So here we go. Here's the box. This actually comes in 2 versions. You get a yellow one and a red one. And I think this is the red one here. I got one of each, so that way we can tell whose is whose. So here you see the first step, and this is the boat. It kind of looks like a jet ski, but it's got this big foam platform that it goes on. It looks like, now I haven't taken this out of the box. This is the first I've really done other than charge the batteries. We'll look at in a minute. So those move, and then this comes off. So I think this is what we would consider the car. So it will scoot around on the floor. We'll try this on my hardwood in a little bit and see how that works. It should just slide right around. I think it'll get enough air in here to kind of make it a hovercraft. It's probably more of a hovercraft than a car. It's a simple design, but it's I think it'll work pretty well. So then you just put it in here and lock this more back in place. And then maybe, there we go. Now it's a boat and it'll float, I hope. Gosh, I hope I don't have to go in the water after this thing. I'm not going in the water after this thing, not today. So the E15, it's a very traditional tiny whoop. Oh, there's another battery. It actually came with 3. I didn't even see that one. It's not FPV, not by default. It looks pretty much exactly like an E10. I'm guessing the electronics in order to make this work are quite a bit different. Well, we'll look at the manual and see what you actually have to do for that. It's kind of nice. It's plug-in motors if you have to replace a motor eventually. I would expect it to just fly and hover and be super easy though. So this might be the downside I'm seeing. It's not mode 2. There are buttons all over, on and off. Those are probably all trim buttons. We'll look at the manual and see what these do, but it's not mode 2. It's actually centered, which it probably needs to be in order to do the multiple control types. It's going to make it a little less great as a quadcopter, but it'll make it use the other functions a little better. We get a bag here that comes with a screwdriver for replacements. 2 batteries in this bag. They're in addition to the one that's already mounted in it that I hadn't noticed. A prop remover, some extra props, and a USB charger. I will link down below an option for a multi-charger that I use. That way you can charge these all at once and don't have to go through them one at a time. Makes it a lot more convenient. I was able to charge all 4 batteries. I could have charged all 6 at the same time if I'd realized there were 6 of them. And then the manual. It's Eachine, which usually does pretty well. So upper left is D, DD, and DDD. So those are the rates. Pretty normal. So these are not trim buttons. We have, well, at least not for the throttle, which makes sense. 1 key to return button. I'm sure that won't work. Headless mode, that's never any good. Emergency landing, so kill it. 1 key to takeoff and landing, which is probably important since we don't have mode 2, we have centered sticks. Tumble mode, so it's 3D mode. Here we go, it shows us in the manual when we get to it. We have this, and the nose of the quadcopter will point down. And what it does is it just clicks in here. The posts that very often hold the body on or the top on of a quadcopter are actually, in this case, being used to hold it into this frame. There we go. That's cool. So in order to arm it, it has to be flat, but that's a problem when it's in the boat. So what it says is you can either put it up against a wall, although it's not, will it stay? It doesn't quite stay. You kind of have to hold it while you arm it, or you arm it and then install it. You can get to the battery while it's in boat mode, so that's kind of nice. They almost make it look from the pictures like it's going to drive up the wall, but it won't do that. So if I think about it, they don't actually have to change the modes because when you throttle up, it's going to push it forward. And with it positioned this way, think about it this way, if you turn right, it's going to turn this way, which is going to turn the boat the same way. The yaw probably won't do anything. Maybe it'll help turn into the turns, I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just should be avoided. But let's go see how they fly. Oh yeah, this does need batteries. You can actually use the screwdriver it came with. Looks like it uses 3 AAAs, so I'll get those in on both of them. Okay, so there's the quadcopter. It's got a charged battery in it. I put batteries in the remote. I noticed that the remote is pretty much the same as the E13 remote, except this is mode 2 and it has way better sticks, but other than that, the layout is exactly the same. So we'll turn this on, we'll plug this in, and we'll realize that we have a problem here because normally I will just give it a little bit of throttle. Well, here, I'll bind it, go up down. That will bind it. Since we're gonna have 2 of them, it's gonna be important to do that in the right order. So normally I would give it just a little bit of throttle to make sure the motors spin, and that's not gonna work. The only option is a takeoff button, which I think is this one. Let's see what happens. Huh, so the emergency shutoff is right next to it. That's conveniently placed together. Because that happened, I wanna calibrate it. I think that was holding down to the right here. Now I do have an option to hold the sticks out. We're gonna do it this way, sticks out. Woo-wee, that is all over the place. There we go. So it needs tuned better, but it flies. Oh, you can't see that. There you go. The altitude hold is just about right. Oh, it shouldn't fly in the box. So the key part to remember, this is the land button. This turns off the power. So I'll cover this here real quick just in case you've never run into it. These remotes aren't permanently bound to the radios in one way or another. What happens is they bind to the radio as you bind it every time you fly. So even though this one came with this radio, I can power it on. It will just flash, and I can turn on this radio, and if I push up and down, now that is bound. And then if I power this one on, turn this radio on, see there, that'll bind. So now if I have this, and it works the other way. So the thing you have to be careful of, if I turn these both off, I'm going to reboot both of these. Say you go to plug them both in, you get them both plugged in, and say, okay, now I'm going to turn on my radio here, and I'm going to bind them up, down. Oh, look, they're both bound. And now if I go out, see, that's a problem. This has actually happened to me before. We were trying to do a quadcopter race with E10Cs that come with radios very similar to these, and we were neck and neck. It was unbelievably how close it was, and then we realized one of us was flying both of the quads, and they stayed remarkably close. But make sure if you've got a couple of these, you're playing with them, you bind them individually. This button takes off, and this button lands. Okay? Okay. Ready? Take off. Oh, they take off pretty smooth. Oh yeah, that actually flies really easy. The altitude hold is shockingly good. So there's, nice. And it's all level. Look at that. There's no control right there, and it's just sitting there. Can you see it? There we go. Well, need more light over here. Yeah. Yeah, these fly, and that's on slow mode. If I change it, there's triple mode. There's the beep 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 mode. It does. Wow, these are so much easier than the old ones.
I know.
Wow, yeah, those do really, really well. I'm quite surprised how well it does.
I thought they were going to be a lot harder.
I thought they'd be a lot harder too.
Whoa.
All right. Well, I think that's good enough. They fly. Uh-oh, crashed. Oh yeah, did I show you how to land it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There, I landed.
Here, if I push the land button, that works. Okay, let's go try the cars.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on, it's calibrated. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Oh, the cat doesn't like it.
Why would you crash into Sunny?
That works really well. Uh-oh. Cat abuse. That's not even full speed. Here you go. I'll get the other one going. Ready or not, here I come. Oh, Sunny, flip that over. Sunny, flip that over. Oh.
Pumpkin, flip mine over.
Uh-huh. Will you get it? Here, get mine. Get mine. Get mine. Get mine. They kind of are drift cars. They work really well, though. Oh. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't see. Uh-oh. I am super impressed with how well this works on the hardwood. Ah! So here's a closer look at what it looks like. And if you push the stick right, it'll actually turn, or left, it'll actually turn even with the centered stick. You don't have to give it throttle, which is a little surprising. I wonder if they'll work on carpet. It works. It's not great. It's not nearly as cool, but it works. Works way better on the... Oh, crash. So should we go try it on the pond?
Yeah.
There we go. They work. They're not fast.
Yeah.
Oh, don't crash.
How?
Don't, no, Aiden, if they end up upside down, they're not coming back out. I mean,
So long, old friend.
I don't know what the range is either. Stay away from the muck over there.
Wait, what? Okay.
Oh, we almost crashed. I went through your wake. I would say they're more fun in the house.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here, you hold that. Don't push the sticks. Okay, I'm going to enact a rescue operation to go and get you. It said the range in the water was very low. I don't know why. Here we go. I'm going to try and push you. Here I come, old buddy. Uh-oh. Wait, I lost control too.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Very safely. Oh, yeah, I guess you could just walk over there. Oh, I lost control too. Oh, wait. Okay, why don't you walk over there, walk along the shore closer to it, and then bring it back. Okay? No. That way. Now we know what the maximum range is. Not very far on a boat. Ooh, am I taking on water? Uh-oh, am I sinking? I think I'm sinking. They work well enough on the slow, smooth, crystal water here. But yeah, they're way more fun as cars. Yeah, the boats are kind of a neat idea, but they're just not fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm gonna get you. Here I come. Can I catch you? Oh. Oh, you're pulling ahead. You're pulling ahead. Okay, if you race them at any speed, they're fun. Just trying to go straight. Here I come. Oh, I'm catching you. I'm catching you.
I'm not trying to go that way.
Here I come. Here I come. Oh, I'm going to cut you off on the inside. Oh, crash. Victory donuts. Woo! I think I cheated and took a corner too tight. They'll do victory donuts, though. Uh-oh, mine died. Okay, stop.
Mine died.
Did it? Oh, no.
Look.
Oh, no.
Do we need a blow
Oh,
back?
no.
Do we need blow back or...
Did you get it? Good job. I wonder how these would do if it was ice. Should we bring them back out when it's ice?
Yeah.
It's almost ice. Oh, there, it's getting closer. Come here, little buddy.
Plunger?
Yes, I brought out a plunger.
A very weird plunger. Is that meant for getting stuff like this?
Oh, don't go underwater.
And then you push it underwater.
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
We will have to go underwater and get it.
Okay, no, keep that back. Oh, there. That was cool.
Yeah.
Here, get this one too. It's wet. All right. So you've tried them 3 different ways. Which way was your favorite?
It's either the quadcopters or the bumper cars.
Bumper cars. Yeah, there we go.
I think my favorite was the bumper cars.
Okay, mine too, I think.
Yeah, because it was super fun. It's like,
Sonny, which way did you like it the best? These things were a blast. They were a little slow on the water. That was a little disappointing, but on the land, on the hard surface, they were way fun. It was kind of like having a drift car. They'd go, and then the cats, which didn't hate them as bad as I kind of thought they might, but they didn't seem to mind, and they were a lot of fun for us both to drive around. I would say they were probably more fun than most RC cars we've used inside. And as a quadcopter, they actually flew really, really well. For the price, these were the easiest, smoothest flying quadcopters I think I've ever used. Once I got used to the throttle, but they pretty much would just hover there exceptionally well, way better than anything that we were testing a year or 2 ago. I don't know that I would put a camera on it and turn it into a budget tiny whoop. I don't know that the control was right for that, and once you added a camera and the additional weight, it might not work out, but it might. The question would be how you get it on here so it faces one direction when you're flying, and then you turn it. You'd have to add a little lever on it so you could face it out this way when you were driving it on the ground. You could do it, but I'm afraid the extra weight would add up to a lot. Now you could just mount the camera right on here. Maybe. An FPV drift car might be really interesting. I'll think about that. Because then it could go like around the countertop that I didn't take it back there because I was afraid it would just get away from me and I wouldn't be able to see it and it would crash. If you could drive it out that way and then keep it going and then it would hover, and it did work on carpet. It's kind of a Berber that we've got there that it was on. Anyway, I liked it. It worked way better than I thought it was going to. But if you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know, which of the 3 modes do you think is most interesting? Do you like the drone mode because, I mean, it's a drone and it actually flies really well? Is the car cool because it slides around, it's a drift car? Or it's a boat? I mean, it's a slow boat with a short range, but it's a boat! Until next time, remember.
They're cold.
So I gave them to you.
No, give
Okay, let's go inside. All right, let's put the carpet back before Mom gets home.